asked to solve logs, there's a couple things to come in handy. Is when I'm taking e and raising it to ln of x, that just equals x. And then when I'm taking ln of e raised to the x, right, that exponent just comes out front, and log base e of e, what raised to e is e? That'd be 1, right? So log base e of e equals 1, so that means ln of e equals 1. ln of e equals 1. So that when this comes in front, it's just x times 1. That's why it's just x. And the same thing is kind of here as well. And so now that I know those facts, I can go ahead and solve these problems, and we solve exponentials by taking the log of both sides, but because it's base e of the exponential, that's why I want to do the natural log ln. So when we solve this, we want to first get the exponent by itself first, so I want to get this term by itself first. So you want to subtract. So isolate the exponent. Okay, and then we can divide. So that's our whole goal, is to get the base by itself. So if you're doing steps, step 1, get exponent by itself. I guess that's one word, by itself. Step 2, then once it's by itself, then we can go ahead and take the log of both sides. But here, because it's base e, we're going to take the ln of both sides. Log of both sides. So here it would be e is my base, right? So that stays the base of the log, but log base e is just ln. So I'm just going to take ln and of both sides. So I can do that. And then once I do that, I use my properties of logarithm to say if I have taken the log of something that's being raised to a power, I can multiply it out front times ln of e. And ln of e is just, we already know from right here, it just equals 1, right? So that just equals 1. And 1 times anything is just going to be itself, right? So this is just x plus 3. And then ln of 11, so we subtract 3, and I would just put that in your calculator to make sure when you hit ln, it's going to do a parentheses, so you got to close that off 11, then subtract 3. And I believe we get a negative here. X equals negative 0.6021, I believe. And I can always plug that back in to check to make sure that that is the correct answer. So if you're looking at steps, once you take the log of both sides, then you solve for x. Step 3, solve for x. And now this is a pretty easy one because sometimes you might have to distribute this, and then solve for x. But as long as it's taking the ln of e, that's what's nice, because this is always just going to turn into 1. So it's kind of nice that way.